Hey, what is up guys? Today of course isn't the third episode of my Fallout 76 beta let's play, but it is still linked to the beta. There's also some footage from my previous let's play episode in the background, and that will of course be linked in the description below. Anyway, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Bethesda earlier today on Twitter confirmed the following beta times, with the first two being for Xbox and then the rest being for everyone. So the first is October 27th, and that will be 5 PM till 7 PM Eastern Time, and then of course we have October 28th, which is 12 PM to 2 PM Eastern Time. These, as I said, are both for Xbox. Then of course we have the multi-platform beta dates. First up is October 30th, 7 PM till 11 PM Eastern Time, so a slightly longer one, the regular 4 hours. Then on November 1st, we go over to 2 PM to 7 PM Eastern Time. And for the penultimate date, we have November 3rd, and that is 5 PM until 9 PM Eastern Time. Now on to the final and biggest confirmed time slot, and that's November 4th from 2 PM to 9 PM Eastern Time. So that is of course 7 hours, which is the longest. It's not quite the 8 hours we were promised at the maximum, but I will go on to that in a little bit. Bethesda, however, in the tweet, which will be linked in the description of course, did however basically advise for players to be cautious, stating this: "Times are subject to change with issues that may arise, but we're hopeful this schedule will stay. Thank you all for your support." So of course, hopefully there's no issues with these times and we all get to enjoy the beta as stated. However, this of course does raise the question, as raised by many people: what happened to the 4 to 8 hour sessions we were promised? Alongside this question is of course also speculation of Bethesda not wanting players to play consistently in fear of them finishing the game, or whatever tinfoil hat conclusions they eventually came up with. However, I'm pretty confident that this isn't the case, especially with the time slots released. However, going back to the apparent lack of 4 to 8 hour time slots, Bethesda did confirm that they also added 2-hour sessions to the mix, as we can now also see. Which just backs up the fact that people need to really chill with their concerns before hearing solid facts. So far, although only being 2 sessions in, I'm personally loving the beta, and I really doubt that there's a conspiracy about Bethesda limiting the game for whatever the reason may be. And for those of you who aren't aware, I am currently in the middle of a series, and that is the Xbox exclusive beta. So I'll be doing that up until November 30th, when of course everyone starts, which at that point I will then be recording to basically start my series properly, so that will be going through every little bit of the story. This bit of gameplay, however, was basically me just experiencing and learning the game. I do go over that in my Let's Play episodes though, but you guys should definitely check that out. Of course, at the minute they are episodes number 1 and 2, and they will of course continue until the 30th like I've said. However, when the beta does become multi-platform, I will of course switch to those being episodes 1 and 2, and then any other episodes I get out before then will become 0.1, 0.2, so on and so forth. And just to wrap this up, as for the more details of this video, you can now preload the beta on PS4. So make sure you get onto downloading the beta ready for October 30th. It's not quite enough content to make its own video, but of course relevant for those playing on PS4. Finally, although confirming the system requirements for PC, it's still not actually available to preload yet. Hey, so it's Rehrune from the future again. As I was literally editing this video, so it's 10:55 PM, I have 1 hour 5 minutes to get this up. I was just about to start exporting, checked my phone, and realised that PC players can now preload, which was different from a few hours ago when I actually scripted this video. So anyway, ignore what I said about PC players not being able to preload, go preload it and get ready to join the beta on October 30th, just like PS4 players earlier today were doing. Anyway, back into the slightly inaccurate video now. But as for the system requirements, I won't read them all off, but you can of course pause the video. And the system requirements are as follows. Anyway guys, that wraps up today's video. Sorry that it wasn't episode 3 of the Let's Play for those waiting, but that will of course return very soon. Like I said though, that is it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching, and peace.